For all the cEDH players out there going to Avatar pre-release this weekend, these are my picks for the 3 cards you need to pick up for cEDH. The first of these is Wan Shi Tong Librarian. This is one of the most efficient, legendary, cheap card draw outlets we've ever gotten in blue. It's actually, in my opinion, one of the best cards to ever come out for the Commander Kinnan, and the fact that it is an infinite mana outlet on top of a card advantage engine is absolutely insane. I'm a huge fan of Wan Shi Tong, and I have a very, very high expectation that this card will be a staple in cEDH for a very, very long time. The ability for it not only to be a card advantage engine, but an infinite mana outlet, and the fact that it naturally outscales Orcish Bowmasters makes it an incredible pickup for cEDH. Our second pickup here is Badger Mole Cub. Now, I actually opened this card before it had been spoiled, and I had to be quiet about this for like a month. I think this card is insanely powerful. The ability to turn one of your lands into essentially a land that taps for an extra mana is just the floor of this card, with cards like Cryptolith Rite and Enduring Vitality being such big players in the format in decks like Rogthras and Kinnan. Badger Mole Cub comes in absolutely huge for any green deck in cEDH. And finally, the card that is being heralded as maybe the card that will redefine the cEDH format and push mid-range back to the forefront. It is the Cabbage Merchant. We have a 2/2 legendary creature that says whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, create a food token. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to you, you sacrifice a food, but most importantly, tap 2 untapped foods you control to add a mana of any color. This is one of the most efficient engines that green has ever gotten for cEDH, and in a format in which people are casting spells so frequently, yes, you're only getting a mana every other spell, but these are also permanent mana sources, and combat damage is not something that people are able to spew out a ton of in cEDH, meaning the pressure on your foods is most likely not going to be there, which also incentivizes you to just store these foods turn after turn. Now, the mana is tied to the Cabbage Merchant, but are you going to use your spot removal on a Cabbage Merchant when there's a threatening creature that's actually trying to end the game on the stack? It is actually one of the best things for responsible Magic players, right? You stick Cabbage Merchant, as your opponents are going to cast spells, it's more and more mana that you're able to hold up and hold up your interaction for. So Cabbage Merchant is looking to be a very, very good pickup for a lot of mid-range decks moving forward. Do you think I missed any cards? These are definitely my top 3, but I'm curious to hear if you have any other Avatar cards that you're interested in. And thank you so much to Wizards of the Coast for sponsoring this episode and making me an ambassador for the Avatar set. It's an IP I truly love, and it's been an awesome set for cEDH.